Alrighty, hopefully you guys can see me here. The sun is in my face, hence the sunglasses. Anyways, y'all, I just wanted to talk with you. Maybe you're someone that is thinking about getting into real estate. Maybe you simply just want to own a home. I live here in Southern California, and let's be honest, it's not cheap, right? It's very expensive. And that goal could seem far off, it could seem impossible. But I just want to encourage you, which will be a lot of the point of a lot of my videos, is to encourage. Yes, I'm a realtor. Yes, I would love business. But I think more of my passion is to encourage others. So I want to tell you a little story about me, my life, and how I was able to even, live in the neighborhood like this. And if I'm honest with you, I didn't think it'd be possible, guys. Let me just be real. I grew up with a single mother, had a great father as well. They were never together. And we lived in a smaller apartment. We had everything we need, thankful. But definitely space and having a room and having your own space was a huge luxury. Something that I didn't really think I would have growing up as I got older. I remember driving through neighborhoods, in particular, if you're familiar with this area, Arcadia, and they have some beautiful homes. We used to go up to an area to go hiking with my church, and we would go hiking, and you'd pass these beautiful, huge homes, and I'm like, my goodness, like people really live in those, And as a kid, it just seemed like the greatest, grandest thing, these homes. And I always thought, one day I want to have one of those. I want to live in it, not to brag, not to low-key flex on people, just simply for me, right? And I didn't know how it happened, but I was confident it would happen one day. Well, this video is going to be a little bit of a background of me as well. And so, long story short, I became a server. I graduated high school with help from my strict dad. I always had trouble in studies. I never was the greatest studier or focuser, but if that's a word. So I wasn't great with studies, but I got through high school, thank God, and I got into serving because I'm obviously a personable person. I enjoy people, I love others, and I enjoyed serving. I did that for a while, but I was now married, and I had a daughter that had just arrived. And so it was time that I had to step it up, right? Serving really wasn't cutting it anymore. Let me flip around because my arm's getting tired. Serving really wasn't cutting it. And so I'm like, man, I need to do something more. So I got into real estate, and kind of the rest is history. I'll talk more about my history. This is not really for realtors. This is for people that are thinking of real estate and may feel intimidated, and about the process. So long story short, what I'm trying to explain is that I got into real estate and I began to do well. Not extremely well, and not right away. Guys, check out that view. Isn't that gorgeous? I didn't even show you. That's not even really most of it, but anyways, what I'm trying to say is I got into real estate, and it enabled me to even consider buying my first property, which is the point of this video. That first property wasn't ugly by any means, but was it too small? For sure. It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath little condo with an HOA, which many people vow not to have, and I understand that. It had an HOA, and the HOA wasn't great. But that was what I could afford, and this is the magic and what I'm getting at. At the time, that was what I could afford, right? And so many people were like, well, isn't that too small? Are your kids gonna share a room? Because I had another one on the way. And I heard a lot of naysayers. I heard a lot of talk about the market. I heard a lot about, oh, well, my cousin this, and oh, they try to buy a house this. And you always hear these negative stories if you ask the wrong people, right? Well intentioned, but not very encouraging. So what I decided to do is not listen, and I bought the house. I bought the condo. It was a home, but it was the condo. Well, I bought that in 2018, and my point is this: if I would have waited for the perfect circumstance to buy the perfect home, to buy a home that would impress others, to buy a home that was like, really large, I may have waited forever But what did I do instead? I just bought what I could afford. And this is what I want to encourage you, is that don't buy a home because you want to, brag to your friends or flex or get what I'm saying. And I get it. We all like to have nice things, but don't do that. Not with real estate. Don't do that, because you will end up in something that you end up being like trapped in. Get what you can afford. But this is the point. Please move. Please do buy something, because buying that first home is what enabled me to now buy this home, the neighborhood I now live in, which is, let's just say, much bigger. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, just under 3,400 square feet home, right? Gorgeous home. But I would have been able to do that unless I first bought my first house that was nothing to brag about, kind of too small. It was 834 square feet. Yes, 834. So we went from 834 square feet to 3,300 and something. So big jump, right? But I never would have been able to do it if it wasn't for me buying that first home. So that's the point of this video, is to encourage you. If you're thinking about real estate, number one, I know it's scary. I get it, guys. We're not all made out of money. Southern California could be crazy expensive. But I do encourage you to write it down. Make it a goal. You'll be surprised just the power of, you probably heard this, but writing things down. Write it down, make it a goal for yourself, and just work towards it. And just do what you can afford. Don't worry about how big or what your cousin thinks, or you have an aunt that has a big old house. Yeah, they're probably like 100 years old. So just chill and just get into what you can afford with real estate. Because the point is if you're to do that, you're setting yourself up for a future. And like always, I mean, I can't say like always, but in the majority of the cases, real estate will go up. And at the time of recording this, which I believe we are in August of 2025, the market honestly isn't great. Look at that, guys. I just want to show you. The market isn't great, but it will get better, trust me, and prices are still up in general. The point is, guys, you can never go wrong with buying real estate. It's one of the greatest investments you can make. It's an investment that will take care of you and take care of your children later if you do it right. So I just want to encourage you to do it. Do it. We all have reasons to be afraid. We all have things that hold us back. Maybe you're like me, you didn't grow up with the most. I was rich in love, no doubt. I was rich in love, but we just weren't that well off. I don't want to put down my parents, because they did amazing, and I am very blessed. But never thought I would be able to have some of the things I've been blessed with. So I want to encourage you, okay? This may not, this is one of my first videos, so it may not appeal to everyone, but I hope this encourages you. My goal is to always come across real, never to try to be flashy or like Mr. Cool Guy, but just to be genuine with you and add value. Anything real estate related, I want to be there as a resource to help you. Advice, investing advice, life, motivation, whatever, because the reality is it takes a strong mindset to make it in Southern California and to be successful. So I encourage you, if you can't invest in a home yet, the best investment you can make is in your mind and in your heart and your soul and in your body. So I just want to encourage you, don't let nothing hold you back. Don't let your limiting beliefs hold you back. I truly believe, and not everyone may not believe this, but I truly believe that with God, all things are possible. And you may not be tomorrow, it may not be the next day, but if you don't give up and you keep grinding and you keep walking, you keep trying, anything is impossible, y'all. Anything is possible, not possible. I'm not even gonna edit that out because I just wanna keep it real with y'all. I don't know how YouTube works. I think 10 minutes is like the golden number to try to make it to. So I just want to have about 15 seconds left. But anyways, y'all, I hope you're blessed. I'm here for you in case you have any questions. Feel free to reach out. and make that investment. I don't care. Even if you buy like a little 1-bedroom studio, or no, not even a bedroom, a studio, make that investment in real estate. I promise it will take care of you. Okay? You'll have a blessed one. We'll talk later.